singing and sacrifice. And that's one of my favorite things I like to do. But the Bible says here in chapter 2, verse 1, Hannah prayed and she said, "My heart rejoices in the Lord. My horn is exalted in the Lord. My mouth is enlarged over mine enemies because I rejoice in thy salvation." So when our prayer is selfish, it does not magnify God. But her prayer and song saturated the Lord with joy. Man, I'm so happy. I'm exceedingly glad. I like the words here. This is so neat. My mouth is enlarged over mine enemies. What's that going to mean on the next test you take? It's going to mean this. My mouth is enlarged over mine enemies. That meant she bragged on God in spite of all the enemies were saying. She bragged more than the enemies bragged. She praised God more than the enemy criticized. She said, my mouth is larger. It has enlarged. It's gotten louder than all the voices of mine enemies. She boasted about God's goodness. Man, I tell you what, that is a good habit to get into. When people start criticizing the church or leadership or each other, you need to jump in there and start saying, man, isn't God good? Isn't God great? And let your voice be larger than their voice. I rejoice, it says, in thy salvation. And like I say, it suggests once again that she was just rejoicing that Israel was going to have a new beginning. She understood this baby child that I'm giving to God is Israel's opportunity to have a brand new beginning, and God's going to use my baby to do part of that. That is so amazing. What a woman. And someday we'll get to talk to her when we get to heaven. You know, what an awesome woman. But the Lord's plan, the Lord has a plan for each and every one of you in this classroom. What is God's plan for you? Do you know it yet? Do you know it? Where is God going to take you? Where is God going to use you? You need to start praying. You say, God, direct me. Lord, help me. Please give me an idea, God. Start looking for those open doors, those open comments, those opportunities. God may use you as a prayer warrior, song leader, Sunday school teacher, a preacher, a missionary. You can be one of the most productive servants in your church. It really doesn't matter. But you know what? God is wanting to change people's lives by using you. You will make a difference in somebody's life.